Shalom, g'day all. This is Tehillim29, who runs the Rainbow Press and Comics website. And now we are going to cover the next Fool's Gold. And what's the next one, you say? How about we pull it out to show you? That's right. It's Michael Bendis' Legion of Stupid Heroes. Not superheroes, stupid heroes. Alright, if you look at the price there, let's get back to the price conversion of how much I pay for my LCS. And as you can see, I just pay under $9 Australian. Just a reminder, I will be rating the value of this comic as well. In other words, how much I actually think it's worth. Not how much DC thinks it's worth. The things that we will cover in the Fool's Gold will be, of course, the cover, its rating, and how much it's worth. The art, and how much it's worth. And the story, and how much it's worth. The next is the total for the artist, or artists, and the total for the writer. Nice and simple. To be honest, this cover really had nothing at all to do with the story, nor was the scene actually shown. Lovely art, I'll give it that. So for the artists, a 1 out of 10 in this. So 1 out of 10, so let's make that 50 cents Australian. Internal art and how it went with the story. There was a lot of amazing art panels in there. I'll give it that. So for that, 2 out of 10. So that's $1.50 towards the artists. That's in Australian dollars, of course. I'll leave it for you to convert it back into the US currency. But as for the story, boy did Michael Bendis and his terrible editor in this. Alright, I'll give it this. It did show cast of characters. That's a good point. But that's about the only good point it left us. It did give us, well, some sense of time, but it never gave an accurate time. So in that, it loses a lot of points. There was an appearance of the Batman Beyond character, but Michael Bendis also failed to show in the cast of characters which Batman Beyond character it was. Is it the Tim Drake Batman Beyond, or is it the Terry McGinnis Batman Beyond? It was never actually shown. And it was pretty stupid storytelling, to be honest. Stupid 100%. For the story, a wonderful 0 out of 10. And yes, this is Michael Bendis' Legion of Stupid Heroes. Remember, you can't bank on Bendis and any that share his false ideals in DC Comics. right? About the only thing of Brian Michael Bendis's that he's actually doing for Jinx World right now is his Powers series. If you want to read anything good of Brian Michael Bendis's, read through some of those. The United States versus Murder Inc. Absolutely enjoyed that story. Cover, loved it. Especially the art by David Mack. Incredible. And of course his Powers series. If you want to read real good Brian Michael Bendis, they're my recommendations. Don't read his DC stuff. One thing that they should do with Brian Michael Bendis, I challenge DC to get Brian Michael Bendis off all DC canon, including Dan Didio, and go full 100% Elseworlds stories. Because if you write a good one, I'll put my dollar to it. I mean it. I'll put my dollar to it. Until then, let's keep it colourful.